Hey, we good to go? I think so. Bentley, Kirsten, Adam, can you hear us? Thumbs up. Right
Can we
on.
hear you? Let's do that.
Oh, can we hear you? Can one of you try speaking?
La 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 la.
As you'll notice on the agenda, the first item that we have is a song, an opening song to be delivered by Mr. Loki.
I was cleaning out some files the other day and we had a song, and I think it was from the 2010 celebration Back to the Island. So I don't know if anybody's ever seen that. I've never played out sing it.
No, I don't think I've seen that. Okay, welcome and thank you for joining this official community plan steering committee meeting for Tuesday, November 26th, 2024. And I will call this meeting to order and start by acknowledging the gratitude that we live and work on the traditional unceded territory of the Squamish, whose people have been the stewards of these lands and waters surrounding Neklilowem, Bowen Island. And especially important, I think, to acknowledge, particularly in the work of this committee as we deal with land use and planning and community development. The first item on the agenda is the introduction of any late items. I'll look to the clerk for any late items today.
I've never yet.
No late items. With that, can I have a motion that the OCP steering committee approve the agenda for November 26th, 2024? Moved by Mr. McCullum, seconded by Mr. Crandalls. All in favor, raise your hand. Any opposed? And that carries unanimously. Next is the adoption of the minutes. Are there any changes, amendments, additions that committee members would like to make to the minutes? Seeing none, can I have a motion to adopt the minutes from the September 10th meeting? Moved by Mr. Shakarian, seconded by Ms. Morton. All in favor, raise your hand. Any opposed? And that carries unanimously. Looking at section 3, public comments. I'll look to the clerk for any public comments here today.
Public comments.
Any comments from the throngs in our audience that are just joining us here today? Seeing none, we will move along to appointments. So 4.1, council appointments of chair and vice chair. I saw an email go out from our clerk today that sounded pretty ominous, like council had made some appointments and they were just going to be announced. We haven't done that. So just some brief history in the terms of reference for this committee. The terms of reference do state, and contrary to what I said last time, I think our last meeting, I was like, we're going to have an election when we open up the next meeting. And then I got into the terms of reference. It's like, oh, well, we don't actually have an election for this committee because it's appointed by council. And I think one of the reasons why we did that at the start was just in case there were any squirrely members, or we weren't sure, and, we wanted to exercise some control over the committee. I think, it's borne out that the committee is full of incredibly intelligent and heart forward and compassionate individuals. So what we thought we would do is just come back to this committee today. And the way that I would maybe recommend it is that the committee make a recommendation to council who they would like to see as the chair and vice chair. And then council will just approve that. And once we do that today, then I will just be keeping this seat warm and I'll move out of it. And whoever is appointed the chair, or we can sort of appoint an interim chair for this meeting who will go on to be the ratified chair by council. That said, I did have a couple of conversations. I spoke to Jim a little bit about the thought of him being the chair, given his senior planning experience. I've spoken to David as well, given his community background in leading boards. But I would open it up to the committee to see if they have any thoughts or ideas or wishes. As we certainly don't want this to be a real heavy-handed, like council has said that Tim Wake is the new chair. So I did just put Jim and David on the spot. They haven't been deep conversations, but I thought so just having them in the background and making it shadowy, that we would just have it out here in the open. If those folks have feedback, they're more than welcome to provide it, or if anybody here at the table has, we'd be welcome to hear it.
Definitely silent.
I think you've got an acclamation coming here.
The one thing I might add is just what I mentioned to you in my email is that next year I have a fair amount of travel that's coming up. That doesn't mean that I won't be able to participate in meetings, but there may be the odd meeting that I won't be in. Like, I know that we're doing every second one in person. And so if that conflicts with that schedule, it's kind of hard to chair a meeting if you're virtual, assuming. I don't know if then that makes it easy for a vice chair to step in those times. I don't know. But I'm happy to serve in any way capacity that you see fit.
I would support Jim in that role, but I have a question, which is, as the chair, are there, I don't know, are there things that need to be signed? Is there relationship stuff with the consultants that might make challenging?
I think that's a great question. So the chair itself doesn't have any signing authority
Okay,
or pieces like that. The role of the chair is really to lead these meetings, to lead the committee. You would interface with Steph and Daniel on the committee agendas, likely in consultation with the vice chair as well. So, I would anticipate that those two positions would work somewhat closely together. And then you would probably liaise either with your council liaisons or at times myself. There might be an occasional coming to a council meeting to provide a report and update as to what's going on. And then I'm available to support in whatever capacity I can, as this is a committee of council, and we would really love it to be not just successful, but like knocked out of the park, fireworks. This has been awesome. So, we're definitely interested in having that happen, but I also want it to be arm's length. Adam wants to be the chair. I heard that's what David was saying.
Can you
Oh,
hear
we
me?
can't hear you.
Okay.
You
Sound
said
thing.
hi earlier.
It's happened.
What he's saying, no. How he's talking.
Does that work?
Yes,
We
to
can't
sing.
hear you, Adam.
Okay, 1 second.
Anybody else?
Kirsten or Melanie, can you say something?
Melanie?
Hi.
Oh, yeah. No, this did it to us yesterday where the audio kicked out on the Zoom feed.
Do we need to, did she have to go out and come back anyway?
I'm not sure.
We have had this little glitch problem over the last 3 or 4 meetings I've been at.
I put something in the chat for you.
See him typing, maybe he'll throw something in the chat.
Does that work now?
We still can't.
No,
hear
it's
you.
not on your end, Adam. It's on
It's all right.
ours.
Okay.
Just to add to the, you mentioned that
Nobody can
there's
hear
2
me.
council liaisons, which I have assumed is part of the reporting back to council
Yeah.
about what's going on.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't necessarily mean the chair would have to attend.
We could hear Kern. I could hear Kern just now.
We've got Kern on the end too. and
can you
he
hear
can't
me?
us either,
We can hear you.
or speak.
Oh, so the Zoom participants that are offline can hear each other, but they can't hear us in
We
council
can't hear you,
chambers.
Kern.
That's right, yeah.
It's not. She restarted yesterday, so.
Does that mean everybody who's online has to re-log in?
Can they hear each other? Like, can hear each
Oh,
other?
yeah. Can Kieran and Adam, can you guys hear each other? Yeah. So it's totally.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I just want to say I can hear
Uh,
everything.
You all have to log back in again. We're gonna start.
But they
the-
can't hear us.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, Steph